Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. Using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
To Lawn Boys Post 1975, and welcome back to another SupaBoy video. Well, let's take a look at two retro reproduction cartridges, reproduction Super Nintendo cartridges, because I'm still testing the compatibility of my SupaBoy I bought a few weeks ago. I have gone from not even knowing this was a thing into absolutely loving it. I think this thing is fantastic. Is it worth £100? Not sure about that, but for £25 it's utterly fantastic. Not only because I have an action replay, but I also have, you know, the means to collect physical SNES games. Is it the best way to play SNES games? I mean, the TV out, it's not a deal breaker, but it's not perfect. But it's good enough for me. Now, due to the size of the cartridge slot, it will take North American, European and Japanese cartridges, because they are, well, the North American are different shapes from the rest of the world. But yeah, so that's really, really cool. Now, this is funny because this is the second time I'm shooting this video, and then it's making me doubt my own sanity, because I only recently got these repo carts to work. I went through all manners of a route to do such, but they wouldn't fit in the top of the SupaBoy. For some reason, they didn't make the cartridges. They look pretty much exactly the same size if you hold them next to each other, but for some reason, they don't fit. So I thought, this is where I doubt my own sanity. But if you go, to be fair, I bought these off Amazon. I bought two of them. I bought the Jaleco Brawlers pack, which I didn't have the means to play when it was released a year or so ago, but my friend Alan from Ghastly Tales initially made me become aware of this, and the minute I got my SupaBoy, I had to order it, and I ordered the Joe and Mac collection by Data East. Why Joe and Mac? I'm not the biggest fan of Joe and Mac. They're basically, these are compilation cartridges from certain, they're made by Retrobit, and I guess they license the games from certain manufacturers, you know, and include all of the ones within a certain theme, I guess. You know, well, Joe and Mac, same brand, and this being all their fighters. Are they the best fighters? Certainly not. But it's a kind of, it's a niche thing, and I like niche things, if you know me. So, they did say on their website afterwards, I scrolled down for the Q&A, because I bought it off, well, Amazon. I scrolled down for the Q&A to see what people said, and someone said, will this work with the you know the word, Retrocon, I can't think of the bloody name, the same people make it who make this. Retron 5, will it work with that? And I think they said, nope, and it won't work with the SupaBoy. The cartridges are too big. This was after I bought them, so I was like, doy. My impatience has got the best of me again. Why didn't I just read through the small print or the Q&A? So then I thought, I'm going to play them. Then I thought about taking the back off the units, and I thought, no, I'm not doing that. I mean, why don't I just take the PCB out of the cartridge? The PCB is bound to be the same size. It's bound to be the cartridge that did it. And then I thought, well, no, do I even want to do that? I know, I'll buy an adapter, second-hand adapter. It was £5. So I just tried them just now. In goes, oh my god, obviously it's not made for this. This is made for the units back in the day, and I had one very similar, so it's got a pass-through. You don't need the pass-through, you just stick your cartridge on top like that. They're still in the boxes, but I won't show you on here because basically there's no point. If I turn it on in here, I tried it with, what's it called? Brawlers pack, couldn't remember then. And then parts of it work, parts of it don't. Sometimes you see a sprite, sometimes you see the background, sometimes you just see the background, sometimes you see no sprite. You just obviously have the cartridge on top, which in itself is not a good way to do it because it's all wobbly and you risk damaging both units. But I thought, right, so a universal adapter, very interesting, because all I'm using it to do is, I'll show you a picture of it set up, because I thought, do I have to put a cartridge on the back for a chip in it? Surely not. But I tried that and still the same problem happened. It cannot play through this. I'll show you a picture. Isn't that monstrosity a thing of beauty? It comes out so high off the top of the control. I swear I'm a lightning magnet. So then I just thought, do you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to take the Torx. I have the correct torque. I'll just take the PCB board out. It's not the best way to do it, is it? But, I mean, if I want to complete it, I'll load it into this, it will dump it to memory, and then I just won't load anything else until I've finished everything on that cartridge. It's not the best workaround, but it's a workaround, seeing as the pass-through doesn't work. I mean, if any of you have had problems like this, please let me know. But the weird thing is, since then, and I had tried this with just the PCB, and I put it back together, since then, literally just now, so I'm shooting this again so I don't look like a jackass, this fitted. And I swear I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried to get it to fit before, and it wouldn't. And they said so on their website or Amazon, it won't fit. And then I thought, shall I? Bollocks. Let's try this one. And I managed to get this to fit. It was not easy. It was like, and it's not probably very good for the cartridge, the part that comes out the bottom, the circuit board that comes out the bottom of the cartridge, because you're moving it left to right like that. So I thought, bollocks, and I want to take these apart anyway to show you. I thought, no, we'll just put the PCB in there. So anyway, I bought these two games to test the compatibility. Now, no, it won't fit, but kind of fit, but it's not worth the damage. But also, one of the games on here won't work, and you can't play both of them with a pass-through unit. What an odd world we live in, honestly. But hey, it's all fun trying it. Anyway, these are on Amazon. They're £19 each. Let's have a look at the case. We'll start with Joe and Mac first. Joe and Mac collection. I'm not a massive fan of Joe and Mac. I had the Super Famicom version of Joe and Mac back in the day. I prefer this title. Don't like Caveman Ninja. Everything was fucking ninjas in the 90s thanks to the Turtles. Right, so you've got your 3 games on there. You've got all the 3 smash hits for the first time. Smash hits. I don't know if I'd go that far. Joe and Mac, Caveman Ninja. I can't read it. Combos Caper? I'm sorry, it's dark in here and it's banging up my eyes. And Joe in Mac 3. Joe in Mac 3 won't work. Supposedly it'll work on a proper real Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, various SNESes, but it won't work on stuff like this and the Retron 5, which is a bit okay. But yeah, so these things are made by Retrobit. Obviously they've licensed it off Dave Cerise, and they've done a really nice job of replicating but not copying identically an American or North American Super Nintendo cartridge, because I always preferred the fact that where you would have the 4 buttons, which would be kind of grey stripes, unlike the PAL and Famicom ones. Well, Famicom were like VHS tapes, weren't they? They've gone with the style of, that to represent the logo. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, £19. I bought it for test compatibility issues, and the third one doesn't work. But I'm not alone in that. And it looks like Retrobit haven't answered a couple of people's questions saying why doesn't the third one work. Right, you get some stuff with it. You get some nice little instructions. I was going to say one sheet, but let's be honest, it's a hell of a lot more than you get with most modern games anyway these days. There you go. So it shows you all the games. What is it called? Joe and Mac 3, Joe and Mac, Congo's Caper. I don't think I've ever heard of the 2 sequels in the arcades. Now, supposedly the Mega Drive version is a more accurate port of the arcade machine than this version. That's the only version I had back in the day, but they're nice instructions, albeit very, very small. Oh, let's fold it up properly. Now, you get a plastic insert, not a cardboard one. Can I just say, am I the only person back in the day? I mean, I know the NES preceded it, and obviously 7800, 2600, all these different cartridges, but dropping £39 in the early 90s on a SNES game and they gave you cardboard. That's disgraceful. Anyway, you get a dust cover, you get your cartridge, you get a nice plastic insert, not card, and you get 2 pin badges. So you can wear them on your shirt and everyone out there can know that you like Joe and Mac without having to get to know you. Oh, pin badges. Not a fan of pin badges, really couldn't have cared like that. Why don't you take them out of the box, throw them in the bin and knock £1 off the price? But anyway, so your cartridge looks like this. It's a nice cartridge. It looks identical size-wise, but like I said, and I've since got it to work, it looks identical size-wise to your standard sort of PAL-shaped or Super Famicom-shaped cartridge. It's got these nice red grills here, which are underneath and on the back, and if you look carefully you'll see that there are only 2 Torx in this one because I kept the 2 screws out, or Torx out, kept them over there in both these cartridges in case I have to play it with the PCB. So you got your nice label there. Like, again, I'm not a massive fan of Joe and Mac, and if I looked further along I would have seen R-Type and R-Type 3, Super R-Type and R-Type 3, and I probably would have bought that as well. Let's see if this is going to make me look like a jackass. See, this is what I mean. It's not the best solution. There you go. See, now they say you can't get it in. I don't recommend doing that. You can literally hear its soul grinding against the inside of the SupaBoy. You gonna work? There you go, it works. So, yeah. Hyperkin, when you say it won't fit, proof that it will in fact fit. So, I am going to play a bit of these. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've all seen most of these games, but I am going to play them anyway. Let's have a look at the Brawlers pack. Now, this one's interesting because I like fighting games like a lot of people. And I was aware that some of these are on the SNES or so. Were they in the arcade? But I just like the fact that it was 4 fighting games on 1 cartridge. Yes, because I've got, you know, a flash card, I could do it. But again, I just like the, you know, I don't know, it's a different cartridge, it's a unique cartridge, because obviously it's a new cartridge of old stuff, and that kind of floats my boat, if you know what I mean. But yeah, again, it looks like you know, an original Super Nintendo cartridge. It's got PAL version, so it does a better, the colour may be black, but it does a better job of, that bit there obviously looks more like the UK one. But the logo of the company, Gileco, like the Data East one, it's done in that weird grey effect like an American box. I guess it's like PS Solar. They've tried to do a perfect marriage between all regions of the cartridge and the box art, which is kind of cool. Now, this features Rival Turf, which I have played, Brawl Brothers, Russian Beat, and Tough E. Nuff, because incorrectly spelt words are cool. But yeah, so I had to have a go at this, and I'm going to play all these, so at least when my Alan watches, you can see it. They've done the same thing. It comes with 2 pin badges, again, meh. Oh yeah, Joe Mack came with this. Tyrannosaurus, ha, because, yeah, I don't understand these things. Same with this one, Like a Boss. This is for this one, obviously. And hey punk, are you tough enough? Manly stickers that will never be used ever. Same thing, all 4 games on a slightly bigger set of very nicely produced instructions. I can't remember how to play them. One of these games I have actually played, and I know they're not generally regarded as amazing fighters, but I thought it would be fun to show you anyway. Right, same thing, cartridge looks exactly the same. I'm probably going to show you if I can fit this one in, but after that, I'm being honest, I want to take it apart and show you the interesting thing about the PCB, or the printed circuit boards I should say, inside, because they're tiny, and they obviously like, I don't know, generic or made in such a way that should you want to, you can put batteries on them or not. See, this is weird. I swear, there we go. Again, are you going to work? Again. See, Hyperkin? Surely you must have tried that on, well no, I guess not. Why would you buy this? Buy a game to try it on yours? But yeah, so look, it works. They both take you to incredibly underwhelming and plain start screens. Yeah, see, Brawlers pack. So it does work and it does fit. But since I got to talk, I thought I'd show you the inside of the cartridge because it'd be kind of cool and interesting. So, insert jump cut here. Right, so I've taken the cartridge apart. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend doing this yourself. I mean, to be honest, if you have some overwhelming urge to play either one of these, then, well, I've shown you they can fit. I guess it's a case of which one is less sort of abusive on the cartridge, moving it around like that, or just taking it apart and then precisely inserting the PCB. Right, so obviously it's not screws, it is a torque. I am lucky enough that I have a decent torque set. Open. Cheap as chips, as you would expect. You've got these things, they just move, like literally you take them out, but they look cool. There's your circuit board. It's tiny. It's at an angle because I moved accidentally with my thumb just now. It's tiny, but like I said, these sort of generic ones that, you know, are made in such a manner that then you can add everything you want to them depending upon the requirements of the game, because I'm assuming that these people will be wanting to make more of these, because I could be wrong, by all means correct me if I'm wrong, but that would appear to be for a battery, for battery back saves. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, just because it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't at least play a little bit of every one of these games, I'm going to take this next door, connect it to my TV, and hopefully capture a bit of footage. So, see you in a bit. So first things first, I've actually managed to get it to plug into the console again, so God knows why they said it wouldn't work like that, but hey. I'm going to turn it on. I mean, you know what these games are like and stuff like that, and if you want to, you know, play themselves, then you can just download ROMs. I'm guessing that is what this is. It's just rudimentary ROMs on the circuit with some sort of intro screen, I guess, or selection screen, I should say. Turned it on, it's in the unit, and it's set to PAL. Published by Retrobit, and I know this. I normally play this on the unit itself, so it will look washed out and it is stretched to 16:9 on the TV, but I play most of these games on the unit. So there you go, 2017 Retrobit G-Mode Corporation, Joe Mac, press start. Right, be prepared for one but ugly, underwhelming title screen. I'm not saying I want some animated piece of artwork, but are you ready? Any less effort? Really? Anyway, right, so Joe and Mac, Congo's Caper, Joe and Mac 3. We'll just have a quick go of all of them to see, you know, how they work. But like I said, I'm pretty sure they're just a ROM. And press start. I think he said Data East, even though it didn't sound anything like Data East. Now, I've played the Mega Drive version since, and I played it in the arcade, and I sucked at both of them. But I had this back in the day on Super Famicom, and it was the Japanese one. Anyway, there you go. Again, it looks far better on the screen than it does on here. So it's not truly accurate to the arcade, is it? Is what they say, right? Start. There we go. No, B. So I'm Joe. How do I get there then? It's been ages since I've played this. Oh, I got it. No, I haven't. Never mind. Oh, yeah, I have. So right off the bat, it's different to... There's no title. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, there's no title when you know, all your various wives, because you're a massive misogynist, get stolen. There we go. I haven't played the SNES version in years. I mean, the graphics look like just like the arcade. It's just a different layout, isn't it? I wonder when it went that route. I mean, many of the hey, if I hit him from underneath in the air, it squashes him. Not sure how that happens. It's not the tightest of controls. Whoa! If anything, you could argue time has not been kind to this game. Oh, now I'm cooking on gas. Back in the Stone Age days, this weapon would have been like a fully automatic rifle. I would have been state-of-the-art death machine. Does it run out? How do I... Oh, I got to jump on the pterodactyls, haven't I think? I don't know. Oh. There we go, yay! That's the same. In fact, that's more impressive than the Mega Drive version. I know that because I've played it recently. Maybe I'll do a comparison video. Oh, I'm on his head. Oh, that's his kid, innit? Yeah. Right, so it's going to come over, it's going to open its mouth and shit's going to fly at me. Again, you know, it's graphically alright, it's just washed out image because I'm playing it with the world's worst AV cable. Am I hitting him? Alright. Partially digested caveman. Is this help? I haven't got a charge attack, have I? He's a lot easier than the Mega Drive version, I'll tell you that. He's not getting anywhere near... Hey! That's what I get for talking out loud. You can only hit him at a specific point on the Mega Drive, which makes him quite a hard boss. Obviously, yes, for me, I'm sure you're all fine. Right, well, there you go. Let's have a look at Joe and Mac 2. So, reset. And then, there's no way to exit it, but if you reset, it retains it dumped into memory, so we can go straight to the menu and we can play Joe and Mac 2, which I've never played. Not sure why it's not called Joe and Mac 2. It's capitalise on the success of the original one, but hey, we live, we learn. Ultimate Caveman Collection. I wonder what made them decide to pick these games, or is it like a price of the license thing or something? There we go. Oh, so you're a little kid, you're not Joe and Mac. Again, so is it a sequel? Apparently this time it doesn't want to talk. The Act Team, 1990. It was quite late. Right, what are we doing? I don't even know how to play this. Thanks for that. So what relationship am I to, or relation to Joe and or Mac? So it's got a map. It's worse graphics. And it would appear it plays like Sonic. Got the same range of attack. Right. Don't know how I get down there. Yeah, I know. Got ya, right. No, I don't. Alright. To be fair, this is the first time I've played it. See? So yeah, how do I track those things? See, if I didn't... Well, it's just called Congo's Capers, and I saw this being a massive Joe Mac fan, I wouldn't know that this was a sequel. Alright. Oh, I'm still alive. Good, because there's no healthcare in caveman times. Cavemen aren't fans of socialism either, apparently. Yeah, you know what? Oh, monkey. That's the missing link. In reverse. Yeah, I mean, it's clearly part of the Joe and Mac world, but I wouldn't know it was Joe and Mac if you didn't tell me it was Joe and Mac. Now, we're reset, but I'm pretty sure this one is not going to work. Unless, because, you know, these cartridges didn't fit this unit a couple of weeks ago. Right. Skip to the end. Are we skipping to the end? Thank you. So I'm going to say when I round up, are these cartridges, you know, worth it? It depends on what a massive fan you are of the game, doesn't it? Because I'd imagine it's, well, I don't imagine, it's one of the few things in life, taste is subjective. Joe Mac 3. Right. Licensed by Retrobit. Oh, it's going to work then. Wow. Do you know what? Is it? It's made by Elite. That is very, very strange because this came up with a message saying, and it was set to PAL. It was set to PAL. Yeah. Came up with a message that this didn't work. Maybe it's just, I don't know. More in line? No. Both of us. I have fire. Right, is this more of a sort of action-adventure game? No, go the other way. Don't know, I've never played this before. Run. Where do I go then? Right. First go to Tiki Village. No one's home, it's so lonely. What the fuck am I doing then? Alright. Did I put it on 2-player or something? I don't even know how to go to Tiki Village. Fuck's sake. Awkward gameplay. It's not really about gameplay though, is it? Oh, I can't get in. Right, go to Tiki Village. So I got a twat. Is that how it works then? Don't press up. Alright. How do I go to fucking Tiki Village? I think I can't move because I've put it on 2-player, have I? Hang on, reset. Come on. I'm so professional, I know. I'm so professional, it hurts being this professional. Come on. If I can't work it out this time, then I'm going to move on to the Brawlers collection, but it was just to show you that. It works. Oh look, it's funny. There we go. What? Why didn't they do that the first time? Or was they just a bit trigger happy? Oh, I've got to tell it, haven't I? Yeah. So they've decided to come back to this one then. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Why did they not do this for the second one? There we go, scrolling, because it's not two-player. Hey, who knew? Does it play like the original one? Cali Cali Village. It's the wrong village, isn't it? Look at me. See, that's the reason dinosaurs are extinct. Me. Yeah. Oh, plays pretty much like the first one, but it's better graphics. Right, let's have a look at the Brawler collection. Right, let's try Brawlers collection by Jaleco. Jaleco? You're a Jaleco. Retro bit. Could do with being a bit faster. Brawlers pack again, 2017 retro bit. So this was released in the same year. Not massively exciting screen again, but certainly better than Joe and Mac. Brawl Brothers, Rival Turf, Tough Enough, Russian, Be Sure. These should all work because I've tried them on a handheld. You know, not tried them on TV. Why would that make a difference? Start OK. D-pad select. As you do. I just like fighting games. To be fair, Jaleco's quality was a bit all over the shop, wasn't it? But hey, I'll have a crank. Wow, what an exciting screen! One player game, two player game. Oh, there's a verse mode. Because it's a side scrolling beater. It's not like a one-on-one beater. Well, one of these is. But then I've said that this can be. So it's your standard generic fighter. Why would you make that little effort on the title screen? Not sure what the deal is with that. There we go. Bayside, drain, thinks it's final fight. Not the greatest graphics in the world. My help with this top left. Got jump, kick, shoulder buttons do nothing. Really, I've got two. Hey, and I'm not sure what that was. That's my super move, which takes my health. Okay. I mean, if you release your stuff after Final Fight or Streets of Rage, make some effort, kids. Oh, wait, does that take any of my health? I don't know. Hey, I got a throw. Right, let's reset and have a look at the next one. I'm aware that this video is becoming rapidly long. Right, start. Start. Hello. Thank you. Rifle Turf. Thank you. I find these menus clunky or unresponsive because it certainly isn't the unit itself. The unit's very, you know, like responsive and tasty and delicious. Rival Turf, no expense spared on the start screen, one player. So is this a follow-up? Uzi Nelson, Jack Flack. Oh, Mode 7, Police Street, City, Stadium. Yay! Get some Voozy in your life. Underwhelming. I haven't got a special move this time. I'll continue to debone, it's nice of it to tell me. Oh. Like I said, they're an acquired taste. Taste is subjective. What? Is he still alive? Ha! Look at him. Right, can I move now, please? Look at that. I don't even know if any of these are connected to each other. It's just because of the naming convention that makes you think it possibly might be. Right, well there you go, let's reset. Skip to the end. I really wish you could let me skip straight to the title screen. Come on. Right, third game. For a start. That screen seems a tad unnecessary. Tough enough. Like a bad steak. Yay! Wow. You know, no need to hurry up. The year is 2151. The war to end all wars broke out. The war nearly destroyed the entire planet. The Earth became a barren and desolate place where the only strongest would survive. Skip to the end. So that's a hell of a jump forward if they are in the same series. There you go. So this is on. Oh, interesting. Because I have played this. Is it the cartridge? That's weird. Oh well. Maybe it is my unit. Maybe I should get a white stick. It's weird that it boots up and tells me stuff and then doesn't work. Because Joe Mac wouldn't even get that far. Let's have a quick look. The last one's the last one, the one-on-one fighting game, because otherwise it would have played it. Let's go into... I'm going to put into NTSC. There we go. We're in NTSC. Skip to the end. Right, there we go, we skipped. There you go. But, as it clearly says on the box, this is PAL, so you've used a NTSC ROM. That's a bit naughty, isn't it? There we go. That's a poor show, to be fair, isn't it? Right, age. Why do I care how old you are? It's a one-on-one fighting game. A very poor looking one-on-one fighting game. That's my special move then. Again, how could you justify releasing this when stuff like Street Fighter exists? Combos it doesn't like. This is weak. Again, it was just kind of by accident I bought these, but I mean this one I bought because I like fighting games, but I should have really known that it's not going to compete with, let's put it into PAL. See if and now it works in PAL. And let's reset. That's odd. It seems to be that the quality control in these is a bit, all over the shop, isn't it? Right, come on. There we go, last game. Right. If you hear anything in the background, that's my dog. Literally a leaf falls in front of the window and she goes batshit crazy. Good house dog. Annoying when you sleep during the day. Russian beat. Sure? Right. If you hear anything else, that's the bin men. Thanks for showing up, guys. You were supposed to show up yesterday. Oh, the interesting nature of my commentary. Right, there we go. So, what ROM is this then, if it's in Japanese? Because look, it's in Japanese. Interesting. Obviously they're not going to look this bad because you could play on a proper, well, an RGB machine. This is obviously just an AV. Better than the last game. What? Look, they're bombs. See, I knew that. Ooh. They must be then in somewhat of the same series because of the way your special move works. Well, that button is always assigned to it, even though you don't have a special move in the second game. No, I saw you. Pesky bombs. That's what happens in the future. Bombs everywhere. Oh, global warming. Get some of that in your life. And he's still alive. Yep, he's got the same pose and stuff. Oh, look at that. It's like a poor man's budget final fight. Right, well there you go. I'm going to round up. I mean, they may not be the best examples of fighting games, but I will certainly play them and give them a whirl. Hell, I mean, I bought them. Anyway, let's round up. Well, let's round up. Are these things worth, forking out your cash for? It depends basically on whether you're a fan of the original games. I mean, as you can see from that, the quality itself of the games is not amazing, but that's down to me just not bothering to check it out, watch or read reviews. The quality of the cartridges themselves for 20 quid is pretty good. I mean, the box, within reason, we'll get to that. The boxes are really nice and cool and stuff like that. I mean, they're only cardboard, but then that's being accurate to the time. I guess if you like pin badges and stickers and stuff like that, that's kind of a nice little bonus. I like the black cartridge. I swear it didn't fit last week. I know that a couple of weeks ago. That's really strange. And that's the official... If you look up these cartridges on Amazon, that is their official answer to Q&As on the Retron 5 and the SupaBoy. So, yeah, that's weird. Because honestly, it's not like I just didn't try to get it in there. I mean, I did read that it wouldn't fit, but I did try it. And I couldn't. And I sincerely doubt it's because I've taken it apart, Or maybe it's some weird Mandela effect thing. But... the quality itself with the ROM images, that's very, very weird. Because in this, that worked. That game worked when I played it on the unit earlier on. And it was in PAL. And you could see that when I switched it to NTSC and it got past that error screen. When I got past the error screen and switched it back into PAL, it worked. But why would you put an NTSC ROM on it? Or maybe it's not an NTSC ROM. Or maybe there's something wrong with my SupaBoy. But I'm going to go on and say I find the quality of the ROM images then, therefore, a little sketchy. Because if we get to Joe Mac, again, the original Joe Mac and Joe Mac 3, which I finally got to work, because that did not work. And if you go on to... the Amazon page for this and read the reviews down beneath the actual product, pretty much most of them say, and this is playing it on Retron 5s and original SNES hardware, that they could not get the third game to work. And I had that error screen. It booted up a little bit and then I had the error screen. So I don't know why it worked this time. That to me is a bit, considering you're selling these on, out there in the wild, 19 quid's not, the most expensive thing in the world. Probably cheaper than buying the original Joe Mac. That would be a bonus or, a positive, I should say, on these games. But yeah, all I can say is possibly, I don't know. Did you not test this? Did you not say, well, possibly we should get, a PAL... well, it's the PAL release, isn't it? So you just got to check it on, a UK SNES. Did you not? Did you not do that? But yeah, all in all, it's down to whether or not you like the games on them, and they probably are a cheaper route to go for than actually buying the original cartridges. Although in this case, I'm not sure you would want to anyway. The original ones. This would be the route to go if you have a hankering on this, I guess, for its cheapness. But yeah, bit of fun. I bought them originally to test the compatibility of my SupaBoy, and hopefully, as you can see, there's issues there. There's issues, but don't take my word for it. I would definitely recommend you, if you want these and you're in the UK, to go on Amazon. I'm pretty sure, was it the immortal John Hancock who did a review of Joe Mac and he had problems? Or I may have been confusing it because I did watch reviews of that one. But yeah, I would recommend going on Amazon and reading customer reviews, because then you'll see that the compatibility issues is not just me. You know. But anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you have these, I would, especially if you have them on original SNES or a Retron 5 or a SupaBoy my model, love to know what you think. Do you have any compatibility issues as well? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.